Lingnanians, Lingnanian, colleagues, 各位同事, I'm truly, really touched by what you have said and what you have done for me this evening. And first of all, I have to thank the VP. So I made the right decision to recruit you. The VP has been working very hard, I understand, numerous meetings to make tonight's event a possibility. Thank the organizing committee, David and others. And above all, we thank your participation, my colleagues, and also my students. You have been so kind to me. As an economist, I understand the meaning of opportunity cost. Right? By coming here, you forego something. That something may be very precious. So thank you very much for giving up, something for the opportunity cost you forego. I never know you are so nice. You are nice, but not that nice. So according to Chen Kun, I should have made more generous, resource allocation decisions. Perhaps it's a bit too late now for me to change many of the decisions, the tough decisions I have made in the past years. But what I want to say tonight, I was trying to figure out what I want to say tonight. Maybe it's about, for me, to leave Ningnan. As we say, there must be an end to a party. I just want to share with you what made me come to Ningnan. That may be a puzzle. Now, why 12 years ago, actually 13 years ago, I was recruited to Ningnan. 13 years ago, I was given advance notice of 20 months. Actually, I participated in all the decision making in kind of voluntary service before I served as president. So actually, I served 13 years in Ningnan. That 1 year was free service, voluntary. I participated, I remember, in all the human resources meetings during that, that 1 year. Now, I think two factors made me come to Ningnan. They are very academic. An academic is always an academic. I won't bore you with economics lectures. It's not the right time for me to do it tonight. But believe me, it was based on two very academic and theoretical reasons I came to Ningnan. The first reason was at that time I was a researcher on kind of technological change was my field. I was looking at the vintage capital theory. I don't want to bore you, but there's something called before and after production, how much flexibility you have. Ex-ante, ex-post flexibility. Edmund Phelps, the famous economist, classified into three situations in production. One is putty. It's a kind of putty meaning chalk, power chalking, powder you use to fix the window. Meaning it's very fluid. You can change any shape you like, so it's putty. Meaning you get a factor substitution before and after production easily. Then the other one is putty clay, meaning you can do something beforehand, but you can't do very much afterwards. Then the third scenario is a clay, meaning it's a production situation, you cannot change anything. So then the first thing whether I want to go to Ningnan, maybe in future, my students, when you make a decision on your job, try to make it very theoretical. So Ningnan will fit into which category? Putty clay, or clay. Then at long last, I think it must be, putty. Because Ningnan was, such a kind of fluid, I think I can have something can be done even before I join Ningnan. I can design the mission and vision for Ningnan beforehand, so it's putty. And I understand that Ningnan was relatively new, Ningnan was relatively small, and after my arrival, I should be able to do a lot. A lot will be under my control. So there's a putty production function. So therefore, that would be the first reason why I picked Ningnan. The second reason, again, is a development theory at that time very prevalent. There's Chalmers Johnson's theory. as if I'm giving a lecture tonight, but it's pertinent. Thomas Johnson, who wrote Japan as #1, I think he wrote Japan as or Michi and Japan, I think he wrote. But he has a theory that you need to have a development-oriented heart state for economic development. Dictatorship, autocracy may be necessary as long as you have a good heart. So that theory would have some, pertinence to my decision. Because I was flying to Singapore, then I think of another KY, and KY in Chinese name. Another KY was Lee Kuan Yew, which was a KY. So that's KY. So I'm KY Chen and he's KYE. So I think Ling Lam is more like Singapore. Right? Then someone who has a determined mind and will be able to do something. Right? To make a quick decision and enforce a lot of the things that one wants to do. So it's a development theory, of a developmental heart state theory that I think that maybe I can do something like what has happened in Singapore. So on these two bases, I decided I would sign the contract, right? And then take up the challenge and take up the job as president of Ning Nam College. Now usually, when you make a decision on the basis of academic reasoning, you are usually wrong. Right? Academics are usually wrong. Theories are usually not useful. But this time, it's my luck and it's fortunate that my economic reasoning, my development theories help me to make a right decision. I have no regrets. I have no complaints. I think I have a wonderful 13 years, 12 years with Ning Lam. I think it's really enjoyable. It's very fruitful. It's very satisfying. I have to be, very honest with you. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of hard times when facing the outside world. But when I'm inside, I feel protected. I feel surrounded by people I can trust. So that's very important. Outside, a lot of stormy, weather. So I think I could go on because when I know that when I go home, when I come back to Ning Lam, everything will be okay. I got the support. So I really have no complaints for the past 12 or 13 years. To all the staff members, I have to thank you. It's